So we want to go back to the beginning. I like this shot right here.
Left field, right field seats are jammed. People looking to grab that home run number 62. There's strike one.
But I don't want that strike in there. So
1-1.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take multiple clips now. We're gonna use this shot. Out right there, and we'll overwrite that and add that to the end. Now,
In game one.
I also like this shot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another in here, and it just deletes that other clip I have. Remember, if you want to keep that marker there, you can't start another clip until without getting rid of that one. So pay attention to that. Like if you want to go back and edit that, you have to make sure you don't start another clip. You can undo, but it's just easier to make sure you're finished with the project you're working on. So I like this clip. We're going to take this.
Judge hitting 310 after the one hit.
I don't want the bench. So I'm going to take that and out that right there. And then we want this wind up here. I'm gonna do an in. A little bit of a longer clip, but that's fine. Overwrite those. So now let's take a look at our sequence. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different clips on here. We have a transition in between one of them, but we want to make this cleaned up. So again, this is in 720. So we want to stretch this out. Now, because these are all the same clips, but we've cut them, we're gonna have to do some stretching on all of them, because this is also not gonna fit, and this is also not gonna fit. So something we can do is we can click on this one we already edited, and if you double click on it, it'll take you to here. And then, like I said, you go up to here and go to effects controls before. Now you see this scale says 151.4. That's because we stretched it out, because this now fits. We had to blow it up. So if you want to, you can click on these ones, and we know they're the same video, so you can do 151.4, then click on this one, 151.4, and then it should be the same size. The black bars around the outside. So we've pumped up all of the sizes on these, and now if we press play, it'll fill the screen.
Left field, right field seats are jammed. Judge hitting 310 after the one.
All right, we don't have to play the rest of the clip, but you get the point. So you can add dissolves onto these like we did before. You can add, like, we'll add a slide real quick and see how that works. We'll do slide from those two.
Right side. Right side. Left field, right field seats are jammed. Judge hitting 310 after the one.
So we threw on another transition. It's also very good if you want to, you can open up, like see how this just opens right up into, like there is no opening. It's just Albert Pujols' at bat to start it off. So if you want, one way to change that is you can take a dip to black, which is one of your transitions, and you put that at the beginning. And now it'll dip from black to the image. But you can hear the fans before the dip to black starts. Albert. So one way to change that as well is you go to audio transitions, and there's only this crossfade folder. You have your gain, your power, and your fade. So the gain is when you want the noise to build up. The power is when you want it to stay consistent between two shots, and then the fade would be something you put at the end to try and fade off the audio as the picture fades out. So here we're going to want a constant gain because we want the audio to get louder as the picture appears. So now when we start this, Albert, the audio will come in with the dip to black and allow you to get a intro sort of onto this tiny little montage, little tip. And the last thing we're going to work on here is we are going to take this video right here. This is a royalty-free, no copyright music song that I found on YouTube. And what I want is I want the audio, but I don't want the picture because it is a video. And I want that audio to be over the entire, sequence. So one thing you can do is you can take a clip, like if I wanted just a piece of the audio, I can do in and out again like I did before. Or I can drag just the video or just the audio onto the sequence and put it where I want. So because I don't want the video, I'm going to drag the audio over and put it all the way at the beginning of the sequence. Now, if I want, I go to my track mixer, and now we have something in audio track 2. So when I press play, we should see that go up. We want to turn that down though, because like I said before, your background noise should never exceed negative 18 decibels. You want it to be at 18 or lower. Like you don't want it to go up above that because your vocal, your audio should be at negative 12 decibels. So we're going to turn that down a lot.
Right side,
Left field, right field seats are jammed. Judge hitting 310 after the one.
So we've got our audio on here. One thing, like I said before, what we could do is we can drag this and make this the length of the clip to make it so the audio cuts off with the video. One way to do that would be, to put a fade at the end of this and a gain at the beginning. And then we still have to put a dip to black at the end of this as well. And a fade on this as well. So now, we can have the audio be resized like I just did, or if I click on this and then right click, you'll see something that says remix. If you go over here and go to enable remix, you can select your duration and it'll remix the song to fit that time limit. Right now, we're just gonna leave it the way it is and we're gonna watch our clip.
Albert hits it down the left field line. Number 7 right side, there it is. History calls it. For Tiger to overdo it.
Left field, right field seats are jammed. Judge hitting 310 after the one. Off the bat. Deep left. There it goes. Soaring into history. He's done it. He has done it. 62.
So that's our clip. So that does it, folks. Thanks for stopping in for the tutorial. We learned a couple of things like leveling your audio, adding some dip to black, some fades, some gains on the audio, and just some basic simple stuff to get you started in sports production editing. Now, if you're interested in getting your footage edited, feel free to reach out to us at White Birch Sports Production on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, or email us at whitebirchsportsproduction@gmail.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys.